everyone, and welcome back to Brink of Speed. My name is Mike, and today I am doing a video about a very famous racetrack, the Nurburgring. And as the title says, the Nurburgring Racetrack is the ultimate test, or is it? So we're going to talk about that today, and also, like the thumbnail says, this is why GM fails at the Nürburgring. So let's go ahead and jump into it. GM does not have a presence in Germany at the Nürburgring because they don't want to spend the time nor the extra money on the track that does not help them sell their Corvette. And that's the only car that they have that they truly need to test on the Nürburgring. Now, obviously, back when they used to have the Cadillac XLR, and then the CTSV is, something that they can test there. But the car that makes the most sense to go test at the Nürburgring is the Corvette. And they don't need that to sell that car. That car sells just fine without having record-breaking Nürburgring times. So the difference between an American manufacturer and a European car manufacturer is that they have someone on site that can do testing for them whenever they need it done. These drivers that test for the European manufacturers have driven the Nürburgring hundreds, if not thousands of times. On top of that, supercar companies like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, Bugatti, and so on, use professional race car drivers to set their lap times. So they don't always use them, but they do hire professional race car drivers that have driven the Nürburgring literally thousands of times to go out there in their cars and set new records at that place. This track is so long that it's all depending on the driver. If the driver has not driven the track literally hundreds of times, he or she won't have it completely memorized. And if you don't have this treacherous racetrack memorized, the driver will hold the car back from its true potential. Now, obviously, I know that's true with any racetrack, but this racetrack is almost 13 miles in length and has over 73 turns, which makes this over 5 times the average length of a road course here in the United States. So for a person to only drive this course a few times a year, if that, puts them at a huge risk and disadvantage while trying to navigate driving on the edge at this enormous racetrack. It also has tons of elevation changes and different types of road surfaces too. There are over 300 meters of height difference from the highest to the lowest sections of this track. I don't know if you know anything about road courses, but I can tell you right now, from years of experience, a flat road course is a piece of cake to drive compared to a road course with multiple elevation changes. And this not only has multiple elevation changes, it has giant elevation changes, which means that there are a lot of hidden turns and blind corners. And that makes a racetrack that much more difficult and that much more treacherous. Most people don't have the guts, even if they are an experienced race car driver, to do on this track what they would on a typical racetrack. It's so skinny and has major consequences if you make one little mistake. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice if GM would just hire the best Nürburgring race driver to drive the 2019 ZR1 and see what kind of time they could get. And I'm betting that it would be in the top 3 for the fastest times. Again, though, GM does not need to do this to prove that the Corvette is an amazing car or prove that it is an amazing car for the racetrack. They are proving that point right here in the U.S. on our own road courses. And I'm sure you've seen that the ZR1 went out and only got beat by one car at Virginia International Raceway, and that is a $330,000 GT2 RS made by Porsche. And that car also has second place at the Nurburgring. So just by that, you know it's super fast. The ZR1 took second to that car at Virginia International Raceway. And so don't get me wrong, Nurburgring is an ultimate test. But what I'm saying to you guys is that really it's the driver that gets the time at the Nurburgring. But if the driver isn't familiar with the track, which that track is going to be extremely difficult to get familiar with, a driver is not going to have a chance to get a super fast time there. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to do a video on the Nurburgring. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you have not joined the Brink of Speed community, make sure and hit that subscribe button and the bell button so that you're notified when my new content comes out. Make sure and hit that thumbs up button so that, it helps this video out. And obviously leave a comment below and let me know what your opinion is about the Nurburgring track. If you think that American car manufacturers should take their sports cars over there and test them out to try and sell them to people that would normally buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and cars like that. Other than that, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you out on the road.